Sarah Jane Fitness, and we help women executives sustain their weight loss, feel stronger, so they can own the room, any room they're in. My question is, for an audit in terms of fitness and health and nutrition, and that's my specialty.
Oh, yeah.
We're not offering strategies. Well, I can't offer strategies on how to maintain your health and wellness. Even you mentioned what you did while you were alone. Many people are doing that. So what would that look like from an audit? Like, hey, you worked with me for the last 6 months. You took a 3-month break. How are you doing now? What do you need?
It will be the exact same. And one of the things that you all have to do is like, when you hear a strategy, think like, okay, how do I make this work for me? Instead of what I do is different. Every expert thinks what I do is different, but it's the exact same thing. So for our legal audits, it was like, hey, tell me about all the contracts in your business. Tell me about all the trademarks in your business. Tell me about all the copyrights in your business. Now for you, oh, you can leave it with her for a little bit. You don't have to, it's okay. Okay, you're fine, okay. So what you'll do is you'll say, okay, there's 3 key areas that affect people's health, right? What they eat, how they move, how they think and sleep. All of those areas affect health. I feel like a health and fitness guru, okay? Because literally when I wasn't losing the second time, he was like, okay, are you stressed? And I was like, no. You know, we just moved, you know, so we live, I live on where I live now feels more like a resort than a neighborhood. So we walk, we play tennis. This is the least stressed I've ever been in my life. I'm like, bro, I'm not stressed. I took a 6-week sabbatical to start the year. I play tennis twice a week with Craig. Craig's great. I go to the club 3 times. Like, I'm not stressed. I was like, it's not that. He's like, okay, it's not stress. What are you eating? So here's the thing. This is what we discovered. He was like, okay, tell me about fried foods, right? Tell me about any of that. Now, I don't do fried foods. I don't do drinks. And I had stopped drinking. I was fasting from all alcohol, right? Because I love wine. So that was tough. But did it. And he was like, what it is your sugar intake from fruit. Because I am really big on cherries. And he was like, you can eat berries, but if you sitting at home running through bags of cherries, and Chris totally tricked on me. He's like, oh, she eats 2 bags of cherries, the dark ones, and then she'll order another bag. And me, I'm thinking like, this is low in calories, so what's the big deal? He's like, no, but it's really high in sugar. So some fruit actually affects your weight more than others. Now, when we were eating watermelon, he was like, you can eat that all day long. But them cherries, it's dense. You can't eat that. So I'm like, I can't eat cherries. He's like, 1 cup a day. I'm like, 1 cup? What am I do with that? So it was that. So for you, you have those 3 buckets, right? Stress, sleep really affects it. Fitness levels, like how much are you moving? And then 2, the food. Another thing we discovered is like how, like if I'm lifting, but because I lifted before, I have to lift significantly more to gain the muscle that'll burn fat, right?